What's going on, everybody? So here, and today we are back with another video, and today we are looking at a Demon Hunter LOD Rapid Fire, where I got a 140 clear this time around, and we're going to be looking at everything we did here, how we did it, and the rift. So if you like this kind of content, or you play this yourself and you want to improve, maybe there's some tips and tricks in here you can pick up, and maybe you can use that for your own gameplay. So do make sure to watch the entire video. If you like the video or find it useful, please make sure to hit that like button, it helps me out a ton. And also, if you enjoy this kind of content or just Diablo content in general, do make sure to hit the subscribe button since I do upload weekly. Now this rift here wasn't specifically great, we just utilized the kill streaks to our benefit as much as we could. So as you can see here, I do a semi-pull here, I pull some stuff together, I wait for a nice fire rotation, and I try and get the 15 kill streak pop to start off with. And we'll get fire here and I immediately jump up to 50. Now I'm in a very awkward number of kill streaks. 50 here is very awkward. You would normally either want to be just below 50, so the next time you do a pull, you can start from 50 straight away. So me having 50 here immediately, what I should have done is make this pull here, but then reset my kill streaks. So I should have reset my kill streaks by either going back to town or just dying in the game, but I didn't do that here because I was kind of like not focused. Actually, I wasn't very focused here in the start. Now unfortunately for me, this mob type here is pretty good. There's a lot of small mobs, but yeah, a reset would definitely help me here. So in general, what you normally want to do is you want to get a good map, so for instance a battlefields or a fishing, and then also a good mob type. So you want smaller ads, so for instance something like bogans are really good because they have like the small bogans, or like spiders also really good. Now at this point I'm kind of just trying to get to like 100 stacks just to get some twisters out. Now I hit my fire rotation and I will spawn out the twisters. They clear out the trash, and I'm also trying to then see if I can kill some of the elites with these twisters here. If you're playing this build yourself, or you're doing any kind of pushing in this season, you gotta learn how to use the kill streaks, because kill streaks are everything here. Now here I spawned the geysers, that's a 150, and I make one of the packs run into it. I realized that I can't kill the remaining pack, so I just continue on from here. So at this point I'm at a very awkward number of stacks. I'm at 159, which means that I'm going to reset my stacks again, which means dropping them off at the start of the entrance here. Now running into this room, I'm pleasantly surprised. I see a lot of bogans and the small bogans, which we really like because they're very easy to kill, which means good kill streak straight away. Now I see the shield pylon. I know it's not going to do anything for me, so I can just click it and then just skip it kind of, because I don't have enough to do any kind of noticeable pop with the kill streaks either. So I'm just going to skip that entire elite there that I got from the pylon. Now so at this point I'm just trying to find something better. I'm looking for a more open area where I know that I can do some bigger pulls than what I could down there. Now, from previous knowledge of this map, I know that you get a lot more towards the exit. So I do go up here and I do find some more packs. I find, I believe 3 blue packs, and also find a lot of trash here. So I definitely want to see if I can make some kind of pop here. So now I just try and pull them together by shooting them at it a bit. I go here and I start attacking. Now this build requires a very specific playstyle called snapshotting your attack speed. Since we are playing with Pain Enhancer, this means that you need to attack everything at the start to stack up your attack speed, and then move slightly, and then you will have that attack speed from the Pain Enhancer when you start channeling again. So you can see my attack speed is like 10 times as high as it normally would be using this strategy. And the more insane part about this strategy is that you don't lose this attack speed until you stop channeling your rapid fire. And you need to learn how to use this. Now I will cover snapshotting your attack speed to even greater length in a guide I will make within a few days, covering this entire build, so hang tight for that guide. Now at this point I want to finish off the packs I have from before and also find another elite up here. So I want to make sure that I get everything together. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to bring the blue packs back up to the elite we just found, along with all the new trash, so we can then clear it all together using kill streaks. Now pulling a Demon Hunter is not exactly easy. It just takes quite a while. Like compared to a Bob that has a spear, it is a bit annoying, but you can learn how to use it better. And for instance, not playing with a Templar, not playing with a companion could definitely also help in terms of how you pull stuff. Now at this point I'm doing it again. I'm snapshotting my attack speed by making every mob bleed, and then I go in the middle and I start channeling my rapid fire here. Now at this point all I want to do is proc some kill streaks, and I notice that I'm getting very close to 50, so I try and hit 50 as soon as I can by channeling my rapid fire here. We hit 50, the corpses come down, and you can see that they clear out quite a bit of it. They at least killed the trash, and at least one other blue pack here. Now I noticed that I can't kill any of it left, and I'm at a very awkward number of stacks. I'm not close to anything, so I'll move on to the next map. Now I'm already on floor 3. This is not a good map either, but I do notice the mob type here. This is a nice mob type. You have maggot lords and you have bogans. These all provide very good stacks from the mobs they spawn. And the maggot lords and toss bogans are very high progression mobs, and we kill them using the kill streaks. So as always, we pull stuff together. We have lots of small mobs now since we have both maggots and bogans, which means that hitting the next kill streak is going to be super easy for us. So we just make another pull, snapshot the attack speed, and then go for these twisters here. And you see we immediately hit twisters. Now unfortunately this time around the twisters were pretty bad. Most of them missed the entire group, and most of the twisters are spinning away from us, so that's kind of annoying. But I do notice that we are getting close to a 150, and instead of me trying to run after them with the twisters, I just decide to just go for the 150 on the elite, just to get that elite down. As a side note for any of my fellow Demon Hunter players out there, if you are after a T16 build or a speed GR build that you can use to farm paragons, to farm keys, whatever, do make sure to check out my other guides. Link will be in the description down below. So I notice all these bogans and all these megalords, and I really want to get them with me because I know how easy to kill they are, and also how much progression they give. Now one down here, I see a big open map here, decent amount of bogans and everything like that. So what I want to do now is I kinda want to get these megalords up here down there, just so I get those extra stacks. Now this task on this map is not very easy. It's kind of difficult to maneuver big megalords and big bogans through this kind of like small hallways thing. So it takes a little while, but I do get most of it. Now I feel like I have enough of it down here, and the rest will come soon. So again, we snapshot our attack speed and we then start killing. And you can see how quickly we stack up. My damage is still very high compared to a 140. We proc our kill streak here 200. We had pretty high stacks already, so that's pretty nice. Now if you notice how quickly I kill those, that kind of means I have more than enough damage for a 140. Which means that I can probably do a 145 if I get a good whiff for it. So if the RNG gods are with me and I get a good whiff for the next few days and I do a 145, I will of course upload it, so look out for that one. Now at this point we are on floor 4. We see a pretty good mob type here. The map is still not great. So what I need to do now is that I need to find open areas where I actually get good density. So I actually can do some kill streaks, can do some pops, can kill stuff like this. So I went to this area here, and I noticed immediately that there's super high density here. So I definitely want to make a pull here. Now these zombies are pretty slow to rock, so I do have to take my time to make this pull. Now I saw that elite down there. I know that I have a lot of stuff here, so I take my time and I pause the game to have a think about what my next step should be. So if I can, I ideally want to spawn angels so I can kill the whiff gun using that tactic, because that's definitely the easiest one. And also notice we have about 280 stacks, which means that I need 220 stacks here and also do a remaining progression. So it's gonna be super tight if I can do this. So after thinking for about 30 to 40 seconds, I go back in and I decide that I do want to go for angels. So I need to make a very big pull and I need to go for that. Now going to Angels immediately from 280 stacks would be very difficult, so what I decide on is to do a semi-pull here to start with, get the 300 kill streaks, and then use the 300 to get close to 400, and then use the 400 one later on to spawn the Rift Guardian. So I'll make a pull here, I got most of it, and I just go for a nice rotation here, get the fire, and then of course go for the 300 kill streaks that should wipe out most of this trash here. As you can see, we hit 300 and we immediately jump up to almost 400. Now if I hit 400, that would have been GG, the Rift would have been dead. But I was kind of fortunate to the fact that I only hit 380, and I go down here now. Now I see another very big room here with lots of density. I see lots of skeletons, so I'm thinking I can definitely hit the number of stacks here. Can I get the density though? So I do have a look around to see if I can find something else for it. Now what do we find? We see a conduit here. Now we are playing with nemesis braces, so we do know that we are going to get an extra elite from that conduit. And I also note that we did leave the blue alive up here. So if I get this blue down, and I can then use the conduit together with it, hit 400 and spawn angels, that could be the kill. So I try and get these dogs down here. It's pretty difficult, it's a very narrow spot, and they also a waller pack, which makes it even harder. So I do try and pull enemies from all sides here. So just to give you an insight of what my brain is currently going through, I need to make a pull that will give me 130 some stacks. Now that shouldn't be too difficult on this mob type here, so I just want to make sure that I have enough progression. Now the progression is a bit more difficult, since most of these trash here are pretty low progression, so I definitely want to make sure that I have the bigger progression, like the summoners, but I also want to make sure that I definitely have the packs with me, because I know that I need the progression from them. So I know that I have one blue in the room we want to set up in. I have this blue up here, and then we get the third pack from the conduit. So it's all just a matter of getting it all together, so I know that I can kill all of it with the 400 kill streak when I actually pop the conduit. Now when doing stuff like this, the most important ingredient is patience. You gotta have the patience so you can set up the pulls correctly, because you don't want to pull too little so that you don't get the progression or the amount of kills you need. Now at this point I do want a bit further down just to see if there is an easy elite that I could get up there, just so I know that I would have enough progression, but I don't find anything. So I go back now, and I do want to get a bit more progression with me, because I know it's probably going to be pretty tight. Now I see some grotesques. I definitely want to see if I can get those up with me. Those give a lot of progression. Now this probably do jump forward a bit. I feel like I have the pull ready, and I have also paused the game again just to know what the path I'm going to take would be. So we click the conduit. I go over here to this side because I want to kill these first and then move down after. So get the meteors, run down through all of this, and especially make sure we kill the elites so we can pick up the progression globes. So at this point we spawned the angels with the 500 kill streaks. We got enough progression to also get the Rift Guardian. So at this point it's all about having the angels come over and kill the Rift Guardian for us. Now I'm using Fan of Daggers here with the stun on it, so I can stun lock the Rift Guardian as well, just so he doesn't one shot the angels. And there we have it, 140 down, rank 2, and as you can see that was what I would consider an average Rift. But we got a really good mob type on this last mob that then allowed us to go for a kill like this. Now I'd like to know, what GR level have you guys cleared in this season so far, and what build have you used for it? So post that in the comments down below and let's have a discussion about it. Now if you like that Rift Guardian kill, hit the like button so I can see if you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And also if you like content like this and you like Diablo content in general, do make sure to subscribe to the channel for more future content. And I will also be uploading a full guide on how this build works and how to play this. And this guide will come out in the next few days, so do look forward to that one. Now if there's any feedback or questions, do make sure to post in the comments down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's about it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out folks.